guys, Sid here with another FIFA 22 video, and welcome to the RTG on this channel, guys. I'm playing catch up in FIFA 22, and I'm just gonna tell you one thing, like right off the bat, like this is like really important right now. I've gotta tell you this. It's really difficult to focus on anything right now, in terms of FIFA related content. Simply because of this week COVID kind of hit me in the head. It hit this family in the head. But guys, everything's like a-okay, right? Cleared everything past everything with flying colors. So far. But we're not out of the weeds just yet. But guys, between Joe Gomez, Harry Kane, and Dele Alli, guys, I think we're switching up the squad like immediately. Look at this Harry Kane card. Quickly, you put an engine on him. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. Guys, this is a no-brainer card. Composure is a 99, his physical stats. What on earth is this card? I've got to get all of these cards done right now, right? Because I want to just do like the sickest like change of like team like right this. Alright, so guys, like I was just like, let's go right this moment. We've got to get to work. And guys, I'm overdubbing myself because I like literally just like got straight to work opening the packs, right? Like I said to myself, you know what, guys, I need this morale boost. I need a morale boost like right now. Like whatever fodder we get, whatever high rated fodder, whatever high rated items we have in the club, everything's gotta go. Everything's going into the Joe Gomez, everything's going into the Harry Kane, everything's going into the Dele Alli. Everything has to be put into these players because I want to run an insane God squad. And you know what? I kind of liked the fact that I played with the Bundesliga, I played with La Liga this season, I played with the Serie A this season. I'm finishing off with the Premier League as one of my primary sides in my hybrid squad, right? So it's absolutely insane. Usually these cards are usually out of budget. Prem cards are usually the hardest to pick up in FIFA at a certain point in the game, right? Simply because it's one of the most popular leagues. It's got some of the best players, right? And it's a heavily marketed league, right? So
I've got to get this going.
I'm gonna sip my coffee. As you guys see this, we're seeing this again together, right? Like I'm overdubbing myself because I was like, okay, you know what? I sound a little too boring, and you know, you guys are not getting a lot of like listening, right? And context clues as to what I'm going on or what my mental thought process was, like as I'm doing this. And it's quite clear for anyone who's not new to FUT what I'm doing, right? So I'm opening just enough packs, right? Pull the Declan Rice like right there. I'm pulling just in. I'm opening just enough packs to not have too many duplicates on hand, but just enough to complete every single one of the blocks, right? Like I just like I saw the cards that they were offering, and I was like, you know what? A lot of these cards are easy, you know. Every single one of these cards that are available right now would yield me on 10 chem without any problems, right? And I was like thinking, okay, so who would my goalkeeper have to be, right? Because Neuer's good, Neuer is great, but he doesn't, you know, he only allows, when you use Neuer in the back line, in the way I was using him, right, it only allows for certain hybrid squads, right? Just because of how the chemistry works in FIFA, right? So, I was thinking to myself, okay, I want to finally like try Chiellini. I want to try Chiellini as a starting player. Right, he's medium high, and we're gonna pair him with Joe Gomez, who's medium. Like that's my thought process. Like right now, so who would I choose? I was thinking, do I choose Handanovic on 7 chem, or do we use a version of Szczesny? And then I looked at the fantasy FUT upgrades, and Sidigu was upgraded to like an 89, like right when I wasn't like paying attention, and lo and behold, that card got an upgrade, a stat boost, and I was like, yo. This can work out, right? Because otherwise you would have, I could put Hugo Lloris in the back line as my goalie, and my back line would have Joe Gomez on 10 chem and Chiellini on 8. And I was like thinking about it. Like I was really contemplating it as I was opening the packs, right? Like that's why like when you get like really silent, you know, like those times when you're playing FIFA and you're getting really, really silent because you're like, okay, I have to, my mental capacities have to shift in a different direction. I've got to think a little bit more strategically as to how I'm about to open up these packs, how I'm about to formulate this team, what is obtainable in the short term and in the medium term, right? And short term would be defined in this particular context and probably like under a day, right? Medium to long term would be within a week, right? A week to 2 weeks, right? So I was like, is it possible to get Harry Kane and Joe Gomez done within the short term, by today? And I was like really like calculating it like carefully. And I'm like, okay, you know what? How much work do we have to do? How much leg work? I was like thinking, which two do we prioritize and how do we order the prioritization? And because I had the Richarlison there already, like I was holding on to the Richarlison for like so damn long. I was like, okay, you know what? I have not gotten to use this guy in my starting squad, right? So let's use him as a starter, right? Like consistently. Like let's use him as a starter, right? We finally have a prem side that we can use. We can drop him down to the center attacking mid position. He'll be 4-star, 5-star, right?
Sucks.
And he'll have that 5-star weak foot, and we'll put a catalyst on him, so we'll boost the passing stats, right? Until we get the Dele Alli, and then when we get the Dele Alli, we can either use him as a super sub center attacking mid, or we can use him as a super sub striker, right? The choice is yours. However you play, determine. Guys, we get another inform, right? So we get not inform. Team assist. I've been seeing that all day. I don't know. Definitely because of how much I'm hiding the fact that this week was like a week from hell, right? But yeah, switching gears back over to FIFA, right? Because today was like relatively calm, right? So it was just like the main thing was just me getting my headspace getting in the correct headspace, right? So yeah, we're getting straight to work. We're sending through players left, right, and center, and I'm just like watching all these guys go, and it's just like you're like looking like through like a glass door, and you're just like, please don't go. But you're like, you know what? It's time to let go, you guys, right? Because you guys have served your purpose for the time period in FIFA, and now we have to move on to ending cards, right? So we pull a Bonucci there. And everything's good, right? Everything's looking a-okay. Crisp set of pulls, left, right, and center. It's just one of those things where like the whole time I'm opening up all these packs, I'm just like calculating. I'm like, do I have enough? Do I have enough? I know I'm just rinsing the whole store, right? And I was just like thinking in the back of my head, can I pull Cristiano Ronaldo, right? We get another inform, right? A duplicate inform right away in the form of Bonucci, but yeah, I'm just like thinking to myself. I'm like thinking, can I get Cristiano Ronaldo? Can it happen?
583
because I'm opening all of these packs, right?
Players.
I'm just like, come on. Aside from the fact that there's fodder, right? Can we get a Bruno Fernandes? Instead, what ends up happening is that we get a duplicate Declan Rice, right? So we get Rice twice, right? Twice as nice as Rice. I don't know.
Third block completed on the Joe Gomez.
But yeah. So we finished it. We're up to the Joe Gomez, right? Harry Kane's done, and we're finishing up the Joe Gomez, and it's just absolutely insane, right? Like, it's just.
I can
how do you put this into words? like how epic this is, like right now, right? Like this is like insane because I finally get to use my Chiellini, I finally get to use my Joe Gomez, right? I finally get to use Joe Gomez and Chiellini. Sorry, I finally get to use my Chiellini in my starting squad, and I finally get to use Joe Gomez, and I get to test out a team of the season Harry Kane right now, but and I get to use my Richarlison for the first time. I get to try out Sirigu, right? It's just like a review dump, right? And it's like, okay, so there's a definite God Squad component being built here, right? Like you can feel it, right? As you're opening these packs, you're like, okay, yeah, we're on the road to crafting the correct God Squad, right? Obviously, there's no Cristiano Ronaldo as of yet, right? As you can see. No, I'm just kidding. There's no Cristiano.
Okay. Anything else behind this?
But there's a lot of really high-rated fodder, right? So that's the silver lining, right? Because as you're doing these packs, as you're opening these packs, sometimes you're just thinking to yourself,
eat those.
how's the pack weight, right? How's your luck,
younger term, right?
Right? Like,
what?
Do you feel lucky today, right? It's just one of those things where
let's open up the rare players pack.
Do I have, like, even if I open all of these packs, right? There's still a possibility that I won't get enough fodder to get, you know, get enough high-rated fodder to get this done,
makes my life
right?
so much more
like
easier.
That's what's going through my head, right? At every given moment in this video, right? And it's just one of those things where you're just like,
Joe Gomez,
can you get it done in time?
Can
you get it done in time? And guys,
I think I did this correctly. Oh man, so Flashback Joe Gomez in the squad, completely maxed out. Harry Kane, Declan Rice, Joe Gomez. Guys, an England team out of nowhere. England, Serie A side, out of nowhere. Prem Serie A side, out of nowhere. What on earth? Hey, so guys, we are finally here, right? And we've put an engine on Harry Kane for now just to test him out, because that'll max out his dribbling, increase his agility, his balance, everything, his physicality. It'll boost his passing stats. It'll boost the pace up. We're not playing with that much pace in terms of like acceleration, but the sprint speed is still at a 99. Guys, we're pairing a physical striker and a non-physical striker in the form of Raspadori and Kane. And guys, both of these guys have 5-star has a 5-star weak foot, right? So Richarlison also has a 5-star weak foot, right? And we put a catalyst on him for now, and Quags doesn't, but Quags is just insane in the game. So Declan Rice is also new. This is insane. Joe Gomez is also new. He's already got it out, right? Because look at the stats on this card. Like, there's so many things. 94 and a 99, right? You either put an anchor on this card, or you put a shadow. Either way, the card is boosted out, right? And we're putting Chiellini in the starting squad, and we're putting Sirigu, right? So now we're gonna get to try out Chiellini on 10 chem in the starting squad, right? Paired alongside. So we got a 92 and a 93 rated center back, right? This is absolutely insane. Declan Rice should get the business done. This team, on paper at least, looks absolutely insane. So let's get into the first match, guys. What a twist of fate. What a turn of events. Let's warm up in Rivals, because right now, guys, I am playing like absolute dog doo-doo. And I mean, it's understandable, right? We're coming out of actually testing positive from COVID, right? So for COVID, sorry. But yeah, guys, let's go.
Alright, so guys, look at my opponent's team, right? So so here's the thing, interesting backstory about my opponent. I faced him more times than I can count, just due to matchmaking in FIFA, right? This year's FIFA, I faced this dude. He's like one of the most legit dudes I've faced in FIFA 22, right? And he's legit. He's serious. Like, he's really good in game, right? Look at the team he's running. The guy is running like an insane god squad. And the question that I had approaching this match was like, can my semi-god squad, like near god squad level side, compete with an actual god squad, right? Because Richarlison is not quite there, but he does make up for it with the 5-star weak foot, right? But guys, the Harry Kane, his touch is so immaculate. The shooting, like there's no guesswork, guys. I can't stress it to you guys enough. There's no guesswork in that card. It is just such a serious card. Like, you can feel the power on the card, right? Obviously, Raspadori, he lacks the physicality, but if you have one physical player and one non-physical player, you can definitely add a layer of unpredictability to your movements, and that's how it feels in game, right? You have the option with one player weaving in and out beautifully, and then you have the other player that can weave in and out, but just a lot more physical, right? But both with 5-star weak foots, right? Weak feet, but you understand what I'm saying, guys. They both have a 5-star weak foot, and guys, the 4-star skill move is the bare minimum necessity and requirement in FIFA. But guys, my opponent is one of the most legit opponents that I've faced all throughout the season, right? Just in terms of matchmaking, whether it be FUT Champs or division rivals, he's just been absolutely on fire, and just there were some matches, right? I recognize the name, his club name, I recognize everything, and the dude is just a legit player. He's a legit guy, right? And I don't know the person personally, but every time I've come across him, right, in game, like, the dude is just like, there's some matches that I can recall, like, him just just like sending me into like a different realm, right? So I was really happy that this Harry Kane, like, the touch on the Harry Kane card is just so insane, right? And the thing is with the Joe Gomez and the Chiellini, right, in the back line, it's that against this particular opponent that's running an obvious God squad, right, it's really difficult. You have to expect to concede goals, right? And his Dele Alli was just weaving in and out, and the forward pressure that he would put on, right, because the formation he's running is a lot of forward pressure. The forward pressure with Dele Alli and using Dele Alli, he was doing the numbers, right? So Declan Rice, I have to learn how to use him a little bit better, right? I'll tell you that much, right? Where that card is concerned. But the Harry Kane, like, he's a 10 out of 10 card. Like you can, I'm just gonna tell you, if like flat out, you put an engine cam style on him, and he's insane, right? It's just like the Raspadori. It's a no-brainer card if you have the fodder and you're running the the respectable side. That you can run that player in your side, respectably speaking. And yeah, out of the blue, like, I just needed the morale boost today. I really still need the morale boost, because it's such a serious situation that we went through this week. And like, we went through quarantine procedures like before the pandemic because of health concerns. So we were prepped ahead of time for like rigorous protocols, right? So it's just like one of those things where the skill set was like there, right? And it was cool. It was cool to see that, we were able to remain cool, calm, collected, and we're not out of the weeds as of yet as it pertains to COVID. Like, we have to monitor the situation carefully, and we've done all of the procedures, like rigorous like procedures, in order to make sure everyone comes out, a-okay. Luckily, like, I cannot stress to you guys how we have dodged a bullet in this house. Like, we're not out of the weeds, right? We have to make sure that we still do things correctly. But my headspace kind of wasn't there for like the majority of the day. But guys, like, after I saw the cards that they released, I was just like, okay, you know what? Let's get a morale boost. I've had a whole bunch of packs saved up. Let's make a video for you guys. Let's show you guys that that you know what? That mental resiliency is firm and solid, and we can get at least a dope match going with a dope side going, and you guys can see some quality content, right? Like on a Saturday, like this is like really cool. Unfortunately, my whole club is rinsed out, so I don't have anyone on the bench, right? Like so I had to use like my lone players, right, for this match to just make this match happen. But I'm going to like immediately after I sign out, I'm going to, like sign off of making the video. I'm going to get to work and doing the Dele Alli. But guys, and I got to train, right? So I am reshifting my focus right now. But guys, my opponent dives in the box, right? I did not expect that. But it was like a blessing in disguise, right? Because look, guys, a hat trick on his debut against a God squad, a God tier level side, right? My opponent is running a legitimate God squad. So that made it all the more better, right? And it's a legit opponent too. Like, I cannot take anything away from this guy. This dude was he was giving me the work, right? Like, I didn't think I was gonna win. Like, at a certain point, I was just like, yo, dude, is this guy going to absolutely embarrass Harry Kane, embarrass my Harry Kane, embarrass my Joe Gomez, embarrass my Declan Rice, embarrass my Sinigu, right? Like, so the only thing what we have to do is like upgrade the goalkeeper to the top tier level goalkeeper, and we're gonna upgrade the Dele Alli, and then we're gonna see what else we can do. But the fact that we've got Weston McKennie back in the starting squad, the fact that we've got a Declan Rice in the starting squad, the fact that we've got a Joe Gomez in the starting squad, the fact that I get to finally for the first time use my Chiellini, right, in the starting squad, right? everything just feels really cool. Like it's synced up today. Like I made today happen, right? And I did not think I was gonna win the match. You know, it's not. It's a god squad. It's a god squad. Like, and all day today, I was just like trying to like switch gears, and I couldn't switch gears. But guys, amazing day. I hope you guys loved the match that you saw. It's a no-brainer if we were giving like an initial impression on Harry Kane. That's a 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, whatever you want to call it, right? Joe Gomez, gotta work on him, learn him a little bit more, to be honest. But 8.5 to 9.5, right? Around there, it feels like in game against a god squad. We'll see, right? But guys, Declan Rice, he's dope. We're looking for the Dele Alli now.
He's a legit dude. And that Dele Alli card looks insane. The way that his Dele Alli card moved in-game was just absolutely ridiculous, redonkulous, guys. As soon as I get a chance, I'm going to be doing the Dele Alli card to replace the Richarlison. Richarlison's probably going to come on as a super sub, right? But, whew, guys, I think I needed that morale boost, right? Like I tried playing FUT Champs earlier today, but like my headspace, like because we're recovering from COVID, we still like half of the family still has COVID, and you know it's very mild, very mild. We've got everything under control, but it's just one of those things where, like today's like the first like real day of just like, you know, getting a breath of fresh air. Right after like a very, very intense week. And because it was such an intense week, like I was just like, you know what, we've got to open as many packs as possible. We've got to get as many of these SBCs done as possible, because we have the potential of making a god squad ahead of time, right? So out of the blue, we sent through every single Bundesliga guy, right? Which is unfortunate, right? But we've played with Bundesliga all season long, right? So we didn't really get to play with Prem players all season long. But guys, you can feel the power. You can feel the power in the players, right? And because you could feel the power in the players, right? And look who I just went up against. Look at the team I just went up against, right? That should be a no-brainer, right? So I've got to do the moments to hey. I've got to do a whole bunch of other stuff. I've got to rebuild my packs, right? But guys, we've got loan players, right? We might as well open up the loan players, see if we get any cool like Cristiano Ronaldo guy. Because my bench is just dead, right? I've only got like a couple thousand coins in the bank. I've got to sell off some players, but guys, this has been insane. Like I feel, you can feel how good the players feel in game, right? Richarlison, I finally get to use Richarlison in my starting squad. That's awesome. Declan Rice, I've got to learn how he moves in game, but I get to use McKennie as a starter again. I get to use Chiellini as a starter for the first time since I got the card, right? And that's because the Sirigu is upgraded. But we got the Joe Gomez done. Guys, what? Joe Gomez, right? Flashback Joe Gomez. We got Team of the Season, Harry Kane, and we finally get to use Richarlison as a starter. Guys, a Team of the Season, Declan Rice. Absolutely insane. I would have loved to use the Hugo Lloris, right? But obviously, not running a side where that's possible, it would put Chiellini on 8 chem, right? So guys, that'll be the video for now. I'm getting to work on the Dele Alli. Peace, love, all the blessings to you and yours. This took me since 1 o'clock. I started this at 1 o'clock. This endeavor of just throwing out packs, and oh wow, my phone died. But hold on, I'll let you know what time it is right now when I'm finishing recording. This is 3:15. It is now 3:15. And guys, I've been sucking in FUT Champs all day, like because you know, like my headspace is just not there. But the morale boost that I got from this was absolutely insane. Happy Team of the Season, guys. I hope you guys pull some insane stuff. Cheers.